Hi, my name is Jada and welcome to my channel. I'm probably going to sound a little gross because I've been recovering from some sort of viral infection for the past month, and yeah, I sound disgusting. But I want to talk about a little something that just I've noticed has been going around lately, and just even that I'm experiencing. It's just something that I'm experiencing as well. That is the loneliness epidemic. So I am a victim of this epidemic. So I am 22 years old, and you guys may have seen the posts and videos about how lonely it is to be in your 20s, and I will say that is very true. I never really thought about it much until I started experiencing it. I'm experiencing it. Of course, I kind of saw it coming a little bit when I graduated high school. Obviously, you don't really talk to people as much anymore. A lot of people who you were friends with, you were only friends because of your environment, which was school. And outside of that, you guys, nothing ever came of that. So I did notice that a little bit, but it was I still had friends. I still went out. I still had fun. I was alone, but I wasn't lonely per se, Versus now, I feel like I'm alone and I'm lonely, Which, there's nothing wrong with being alone. But when you're lonely on top of that, it can be a really depressing and frustrating time. You have to remember that humans are social creatures, and we thrive off communication. We thrive off interaction, whether it is platonic or romantic. And at some point, romantic, it does cause some damage when everyone's having these romantic experiences but you. I kind of just want to talk about a little bit of both. I know you can see the ultrasound pictures in the background, and you can probably hear her in the background playing with my keys right now. And while it is funny to say, because how else would I have had a child, I don't have a lot of relationships under my belt. I really don't. I've maybe had one full-fledged actual relationship, if we can even call it that, because while this is a story for another day, I don't even know when the relationship actually even started. He just said one day, "You're not single," and that was it. That was it. But other than that, I have not dated. I don't have a whole lot of experience in that aspect. And in terms of life, I feel like I'm more surviving than I am living. I don't even have a lot of experience there, and I feel like because of that, I feel like I'm mentally stunted. Because whereas a lot of my peers are here because they've been allowed to go through some sort of things, they have been able to go through those things, I haven't. I've done nothing but rot in my room, and have continued to rot in my room. And of course, I know that everyone's life is different, everyone's path is different, but it does come to a point in time where you are sitting there what am I doing myself? What am I supposed to be doing here? And what's wrong with me? Look at everyone, and you're why is everyone able to make friends so easily? They have friend groups, they're going on these girls' trips, they're doing the most mundane things together, going to get gas, going on shopping sprees. They're doing everything together. And it's I can't even get past the talking stage platonically with anyone. And it's even if you guys do exchange socials, it's everything stops there once you exchange socials. You don't talk, there are no hangouts scheduled, or even if you do make it to the hangout, you maybe hang out once and you never see each other again. And it's I've tried the apps, I've tried the networking, I'm in college, I've tried the college, stories, everything. It's I'm having such a hard time making friends. And I feel I'm the biggest oxymoron, because while at times I'm I don't care, it's fine, everyone has their own life or whatever, it's really not that serious. On the other end, I care a lot that I don't have a whole lot of friends. She's fighting her nap. And of course, everything doesn't always have to be you, because with quarantine, COVID, everything, a lot of people's lives had to change. They changed. Especially the new adults coming into the world, where they basically had their high school experience ripped from them. So they missed out on stuff, and so now they are navigating from a completely different perspective. It's when you consider all these things, it's that it's not you. You know that's not you. It's just life. It's just everyone is trying to focus on themselves. Everyone's trying to focus on themselves, that they don't really have time for any interpersonal relationships, beyond what they already have. It's just easier, it's more controlled. But still, it's like at times you can't help but to wonder, like, what is wrong with me? What is wrong with me that it seems like no one seems to deem me worthy of being a friend? That no one seems to deem me worthy of hanging out with? I don't know what it is, but it seems like for some reason when a child is involved, no one wants anything to do with you. Not like nothing at all. For some reason, people seem to think that when you become a parent, that you don't need friends. You don't need love. You're not even allowed to be yourself. You can't be you. You are not allowed to be anything else but mom. But it's like, why can't I be me and be a mom? Why can't I have friends also? No one bothers to really talk to you anymore. No one really bothers to hang out with you anymore. No one ever really just tries. They just like kind of give up on you all because you have a human now. Like, it's even the same thing with like dating. It's really hard to date when you have a kid because people don't want to mess with people with kids. And while that is understandable, it's like also at the same time, even when the people that want to date you and don't mind that you have a kid, it's like, are you a predator? Are you a weirdo? It just really is like lonely out here because just no one checks up on you. It's just really disheartening at times because it's like I want to experience the girl group. I want to go clubbing. I want to go dancing. I want to go roller skating. I want to do all those things with my friends, but it's like I don't think I ever will. And it's like I'm learning to try to be okay with that, but also at the same time, it hurts. It does hurt, and it really does something to the psyche. It really does. I'm talking a little fast because I have somewhere to go, so I'm sorry. But it really does fuck with your psyche. I want to have the love that I saw in the movies, that I read in the books, that I saw in the TV shows, that I heard in music. I want it, but then it feels like I'm never going to have that because both platonically and romantically, it seems like everyone just wants to waste your time. And there's nothing wrong with worrying about yourself and caring about yourself, but it seems like everyone only just cares about themselves. Like, we overcorrected and took individualism and I forgot the word that I'm looking for. We took it too far. We don't even consider other people. Frankly, we don't even care about other people. Everything kind of just feels like it's more transactional. Like, what can you do for me? So now it's like you're playing the freaking friendship Olympics, you're playing the freaking romance Olympics, trying to get somebody's attention that probably could care less if your house was on fire. And I know, like, only I'm responsible for my feelings, and like that's no one else's problem. If I don't have friends, if I've only ever had like one boyfriend in my life, like, I know that's no one else's problem. And I can't, like, expect other people to change that. I know I can't, but still, that doesn't mean that I can't talk about it, that it still doesn't hurt. That's, like, why am I missing out on all this? Everyone told me that my 20s are supposed to be fun, but they are not fun. They're lonely, they're boring, I'm broke, I can't do shit. You know, my life fucking sucks. My whole life is taken up by work. By work and school. And I frankly do nothing but rot in my room. I rot in my room. And I'm not gonna lie, I do feel like because of these experiences, I kind of feel like I've developed, what is it called, the avoidant attachment style. I've kind of just convinced myself that if I act like if I don't care enough, like, I simply won't care. If I avoid these things, then I won't get hurt anymore. Because frankly, it's like, while I want to sit here and say that I don't care, I absolutely do care. And while I say that I don't want to try anymore, I do still want to try. But at the same time, trying is really starting to hurt my feelings. I'm frankly feeling sick to my damn stomach. Like, I'm gonna tell you guys a little story. Like, I've been at my job for about like 5 months, and there was a guy who had been working there for a while, but he wasn't there at the time that I started because I guess he was on vacation. So I was maybe like 3 weeks in when he returned from his vacation, and when I had heard of him, but I had never actually seen him, but when I saw him, I was like, oh, like, you know, you must be so and so, and he was like, yeah. But when I tell you, when I first saw him, I was like, oh my god, he's cute, but I was also like, oh my god, this is gonna be trouble, because I had just gone out of the said whatever relationship, whatever the fuck that was. And so I was like, oh my god, this is gonna be trouble, because now we got this cute guy in front of my fucking face, and I'm not gonna know how to freaking act, you know? I don't know how to respond when there are attractive people around. I just start acting stupid, be fucking dumb as hell, turn to a straight damn bimbo is what I am. Suddenly, I don't know fuck about shit. Don't ask me shit about fuck, because I don't know. And, listen, I don't know. I don't know if he just, like, didn't want to talk to me, or if he's just one of those people where they don't really text. So, like, when they text, it doesn't translate, like, how they talk in person. because he was more so responding to me rather than talking to me. I was the one talking to him, and he was just merely responding. The thing with me is, maybe this is the avoidant attachment style or what, but like, if I feel like if I'm putting a lot of time and energy into you, into the conversation, into the friendship, into the relationship, if I feel like I'm putting us into you and you are not reciprocating it back, I will simply stop. So I'm like, damn, maybe like I just like made him uncomfortable. Like maybe he knows I have a little crush on him and I'm making him uncomfortable. Or I don't know, maybe he just doesn't want to be friends with me and he kind of felt like pressured, which I hope he didn't. He felt pressured to give me his social media. So I'm just simply going to stop and remove myself, because that's what I do. I will simply remove myself if I feel unwanted in any situation. And maybe that is like part of the reason that I'm lonely. Because if I feel like for any reason that I'm putting more time and energy into you than you are to me, and I feel like it's not reciprocated, I will simply just leave. I'll just be like, I'm sorry for bothering you, bye. I'm like so worried about like how I'm being perceived and if you like me or not. And if I feel like I like you a little more than you like me, both platonically and romantically, I will just zoot. So like, I don't know, maybe I'm just not trying hard enough, but I also, again, like, I'm not gonna try too hard just to get my feelings hurt. Like, I might as well just cut the ball now and hurt my feelings now. So, I don't know, I guess, like, maybe we're still cool or something, 'cause I don't know, he would still say hi to me, you know, be like, what's up, or whatever. But again, I still had, like, that little crush, and I was all like, I don't even know if he likes me, I don't even know if he likes black girls. He already said, like, he doesn't, you know, like moms, and I don't know if he even knows I'm a mom, and then eventually he did find out that I did have a kid, and I was like, there's not even any point, and I'm like, plus he's young, like, I know when I was 19, like, I did not, no. For me, I feel like in order to get a crush to go away, you have to be out of sight, out of mind. The more I do that, the faster it can go away, and things will feel a little less awkward, you know, at least for me. Because again, I don't really know how he feels about me. You know, in my head, I'm just like, you know, like, he was just being nice, you know, like, as people, you know, usually do. They're just being nice and being helpful, and I just misconstrued all the interactions. I read the room wrong. I don't know. But I have another coworker. She's really funny. I love her. But she is very blunt and, like, straightforward. For some reason, I'm just having major technical difficulties with this fucking video right now. But basically, she ratted me out to him when I had walked away to go grab something that I liked him. I don't know if that's all she said. Because I had told her that I was like, I think he's cute. And, like, I do like him. Like, he's, like, you know, he's cool. But I did tell her that I didn't expect it to go anywhere. But I think all she said was that I liked him. But I guess apparently, like, he she said that he had smiled and was like, for real. But yeah. But anyways, I guess she told me that at some point that when we were working together all in the same area, I don't even remember her ever saying this. She had told me that she thought we'd be a cute couple, but she made it very clear that she was trying to set us up. You know, after I'd already told her, I was like, I already don't expect this to go anywhere, to be honest. Okay, this is a different time of the day, but, like, for some reason, the video is, like, not, I don't know, it got lost in my phone. Basically, I had expressed that I liked him. She tried to get us together, and it seemed like initially he was, what I really think happened is that maybe he might have been flattered, but then after a while, like, maybe he got weirded out, because then they kind of just kept, like, coming up to him and talking to him. Not about me, but he was probably like, okay, like, you know, she's definitely talking, but she's not talking to me, like, I'm not talking to him, and maybe he got weirded out. Or, like, if he did like me, he probably got weirded out. I don't know, but, he ended up unfollowing me on, like, social media, and so I was all like, oh, like, you know, kind of like, oh well, like, it is what it is. It probably was not gonna go anywhere anyways, and then I don't even know if he liked me, and then also plus, I feel like it was I don't know. I couldn't tell if he was actually flirting or if he was just being nice, because usually people that have flirted with me that are not, you know, my skin tone, they do flirt in the way that, like, he would interact with me. They don't outright just are like, you know, like, I want to be with you and I want to sleep with you, blah, blah. They talk very sweetly, they're very nice, they're very attentive, you know, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, I'm confused because I'm like, you know, I can't tell if you're being nice or if you like me or not, but whatever. So I'm bringing that story up to say basically that's kind of like you know, with the whole like dating thing is that it's already just seems so hard and it feels like everyone's kind of there to waste your time. Not only that, it just feels like everything is just one big mixed signal. Do you want to be my friend or do you not want to be my friend? Do you like me or do you not like me? Like it's just kind of hard when you can't really read the intentions of people anymore. And it's kind of like once people already have like their own established group of people that they'd rather be around, it's very hard to like interject and to kind of put yourself out there. And if anything, it kind of seems a little invasive when you try to do it. And sometimes when you do it, you just get a negative response out of it. So yeah, like maybe that was a mistake on my part because like I don't know, was I supposed to talk to him? I don't know. I guess maybe it's just my fear of rejection. You know, that's just like a whole nother thing. But yeah, it's just kind of quite lonely out here because it's like I really don't know what to do or what I am supposed to be doing because it feels like all efforts that I have made they're just exhausted. So it's like I don't know how to do anything now but to just accept and to avoid and just to accept that things are just what it is. That I am just lonely and my 20s will probably continue to be lonely unless somehow things like miraculously change. I'm hoping that by furthering my education, maybe I can get a good, decent job. Maybe I won't have to feel like that I'm slaving away anymore. And maybe my life won't suck so bad. My life won't suck so bad, and I can give me and my baby girl, like, you know, a fun life. Because I don't want her to grow up feeling like how I feel or how I felt, not having a whole lot of friends or feeling like because I didn't have enough money or because I was shy or quiet or stuff like that, that I didn't get to live the life that I wanted to live because of for whatever reason. But yeah, that's kind of the video. That's just the video, but okay. Thank you for watching if anyone did. That was just something I just want to talk about just to get off my chest, that basically like just being in your 20s and trying to make friends and or even just trying to date it's just not it. It's just but yeah. All right. Bye.